Mirantis also focuses a lot on partnerships. The ecosystem. Can you also talk about, of course, AI story these days is largely around Nvidia.
Yeah.
But there are other players. By players, I mean partner, the whole ecosystem. Talk about Mirantis' approach and the work that you are doing with Nvidia and other partners in the space to further help customers in their journey for AI.
Yeah, so we were at NVIDIA's GTC event a couple of weeks ago, and we made some joint announcements with NVIDIA. One was around their AI factory for government, and how we're helping to deliver the first iterations of that. And the other was around the work that we've done in supporting their new BlueField, the current BlueField DPUs, and the next generation of those DPUs as well. So they're a great partner to work with. We're working more closely with them. We've kind of found ourselves, pulled into this as we've worked with some of these neo cloud vendors and helping to solve, those problems as well. So this is an exciting time for us to work with, obviously the leader in the space. But we're providing a lot of expertise again here and bringing our sort of our cloud chops to bear. But we're also taking a leaf out of NVIDIA's book, being that they're very sort of open with their ecosystem in terms of working with a range of partners. So we are also working with with many people in this space. Obviously, NVIDIA is the leader. In terms of market share, et cetera. And so yeah, I mean, it's an important environment. It's a developing ecosystem. We're very pleased to be kind of in the middle of that and to be working with the leadership companies in the space. So yeah, it's exciting times.
Can you also talk about how do you see k0rdent shaping not only the future of hybrid and AI-driven infrastructure over the next couple of years? Because what happens is that we have seen in past, new technologies come in, but they complement a lot of other workloads, a lot of other infrastructures. So we have seen throughout history. So what role do you see of k0rdent not only in the traditional workloads, but also AI-driven workloads?
Yeah. I think for customers, this is a transformation journey. I think that what tends to happen is a new technology comes along, it pops up, we start to build a silo around it. And so we're giving customers the opportunity here to actually integrate AI as a technology into their existing environment, while also, breaking down some of the silos that may still exist in their environment. So even within the cloud space, as we've mentioned, you have containerized workloads, you have, workloads running in virtual machines, and they tend to be siloed between different tool sets with, different, potentially organizations responsible. And so over time, as AI comes in, there is not just a desire, but there is a need to start to bring those together. And have this kind of like single focus of a common infrastructure lifecycle management, a common infrastructure orchestration capability. A lot of companies are approaching that as a sort of an opportunity to develop a sort of full, highly opinionated stack that requires a rip and replace. It's kind of like a do it my way kind of approach. And there's some merits to that, there's some attractiveness to that for various reasons. But our belief is that we've always been huge supporters and huge advocates within the open source community that open source foundations, open source principles are the way to go. The ability to have this composable approach and to give customers the choice of not just when to make changes, but what to change and what to keep. That allows them to have a transformation journey that is a lot more practical for them. It is a lot easier on them. It is more sort of financially prudent. And AI, while it's happening pretty fast, AI is a marathon. This is not a sprint. This is not, hey, we're all gonna work out our AI strategy by the end of the year and we'll be good. This is a marathon of things that's gonna come through. So, the underlying infrastructure capabilities, the whole sort of, Kubernetes layer and everything is going to play a much more important role going forward in being able to orchestrate all of this within the enterprise.